La la la. Good munch. Good munch. Oh my goodness, it is warm. Good morning, Joe. Morning, Drew. Morning, Hansan. I am. Morning, Palin. Morning, Zara. I'm a bit soggy at the moment. I went out to the shops before Bunstream and I got caught in the rain. It was poorly timed. It was like exactly as the rain started was when I was outside. And then it finished. It's not raining anymore now I've got in. Good morning, Lifelike and Cow and Limewood and Mundy. But yeah, I got a bit soggy and then I was like, oh, I should just wash my hair because the rain can make it a bit weird. So then I had to jump in the shower, get even damper. But I'm all done now. Hopefully I'll dry off a little bit before I get into the office. Morning, Fodian. Good morning, Hetland. Did I say morning, Rob? Good morning. And also good morning, Rob. How's everyone doing? How's it going? Boop, 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 boop. David, thank you very much for the 30 months. Did you know in Peak there is only nana for bunnies at the Peak? Is that true? There are bananas in Peak, so it could be true. I bought bananas at the shop when I was out for my toddle. So, I mean, it's one of those things that I thought, like, do you know what? I'm going to try and get up and go out for a walk and start my day and be like, yeah, I'm getting up and I'm doing stuff and my little bird is going to be so proud of me. And all it's done is been like, I started getting like bad anxiety at the shop and I started having heart palpitations and then I got rained on and now I'm really soggy and I feel really warm because I had to have a shower and I'm just like, why did I go out for my stupid little walk for my stupid little mental health? I've gosh darn done the opposite. Self-improvement, no. Stay stinky and at home. Good morning, pizza. Morning, Ascenta. Peak is at 2 p.m. BST today. So what would that be? In 4 hours. Shall be peak on the Yogscast channel, not my channel. Teach you to leave your comfort zone, I know. Should have stayed indoors. But yeah, morning, Samuel. How be do? Who should you be climbing with? It is me, Kirsty, Sarah, and Ffion. Sadly, not this one. I bet you'd be really good at Peak. You'd just do a big yump, be at the top of the mountain already. Will you reach home soggy and wet, or are you on a mystery quest? Yeah, both. Alas, I shall be out having cake while you're peaking. But that sounds lovely. That's a lovely thing to be doing. Lay, thank you very much for the 63 months. Meow. How are you doing? How's it going? I can see Sarah falling to her death already. I don't know if Sarah's played Peak. I'm not sure. Can we place bets on who's falling first? It could be anyone. It will be lovely, but I'd like to do both. Have your cake and eat it too. Part of me wonders, will Sarah have the downfall of hubris, thinking she can do bigger jumps than she can? Maybe. Could be anyone, but it will be Sarah. I peaked my first peak the other day. Congratulations. Rob, I do still want to peak with you at some point. You're not allowed to get bored of it before you play with me. Them's the rules. Imagine a mystery quest themed around the game Peak. I imagine that there must be some sort of like spooky mountain climbing. Oh, thank you for those kisses. Oh, you are beautiful and generous. What's this? Something's afoot, Fifi. Something is afoot. Peek is already a horror game. You gotta leave the house. It's true. Oh, precious baby. Oh, precious boy has already fallen over. Oof. Gerry, I feel like I could do with the ice pod today. I normally, when I'm not rushing, I'll normally do the thing of being like, you have your hot stuffy shower and then you blast it to cold for like a little bit. And I didn't do that because I was like, oh, I am under a time pressure. And then, and now I feel all like warmed. Don't peek today, there's so much poison in the tropics. Oh no. What are those? I need the cold. The English name for butterflies is so weird. What did the person coming up with that think when they saw them, came up with that name? I don't know. Is it that like... Could it be something to do with maybe because butterflies have pollen? Maybe when they used to go out for picnics, butterflies would land in the butter or something. I don't know. Like they would see yellow and be like, ooh, it's for me. That's the only thing I can think. But I feel like the name butterflies would outdate that. But maybe not. I don't really know. Can anyone do us a knowledge? Peek, but there's also the Dragonborn. You can Fusroda. Yes, you can just Fusroda the Scoutmaster when he tries to get you. Their flight is quite buttery, or their colour. I'm trying to think. I mean, the most... Google tells me it's butter plus fly. Thanks, Google. According to Wikipedia, it might come from an old German word for yellow. It's funny because I don't really think of, like, butterflies that you see here to be yellow. I either think of butterflies, the main butterflies you see, I mean, maybe it's changed. Maybe different butterflies are more common than others used to be. But I think of like the little white ones and I guess the Admiral ones. Dave, thank you very much for the 54 months. And a tattoo. That's a lot of months. That's a heckin' lot of months. I would go as far to say that's at least a year. At least. Did you see the Peak Mod Cosmic posted? Oh, is it the Everest one? Where it had skeletons to your game showing where other people died? Yeah. I was trying to explain it to Trot yesterday, and I was saying, I was like, oh, it like calculates where people had like died that day and puts them in the game. And he thought I meant had like actually died on Everest that day, like in real life. And he was like, that's a bit morbid. And I was just like, no, just in the game is fine. I was like, it's not dark. It's just like, it's like tri-finger butthole. It's just, it's that sort of thing. Bless him. Look at you. Look at this sleepy little man. Is this how you're going to spend your day? What did you say? It's like, you know, in, was it Elden Ring? The tri-finger butthole thing? Or is it I can't remember. But it's like when people have died and they can leave messages. That being one of the famous ones. Whereas I guess in Peak the messages probably don't go this way. Big fool lies ahead. Like try jumping near bottomless pit. Oh no. The early yellow butterfly is apparently called brimstone in English, lemon butterfly in Swedish, directly translated. Oh. There you go. Oh, Gerry, I want to just have a nap with Gerry. I've got a day today. I want my day to just be cuddling this baby boy. Look at you. Law-wise, it sounds wrong to mark our deaths in peak after all your body was never found. True. True, I guess it will say it was found. I guess will Uwe feature in this day? No, we did have Uwe last night. We did a wrestling watch along last night and got a Uwe, and we're doing the second part of it today. And we're not even halfway through. We didn't realise that the pay-per-view was so bloody long. But we're like, we can't get Uwe 2 nights in a row. I can't do that sort of thing anymore. My tummy ain't what it used to be. So it'll be something a bit lighter and a bit more snacky, hopefully. It's like 6 hours. I was surprised. Yeah, we finished. I think we're about 2.5 hours in, so got about 3.5 left. We had just finished the Osprey match, which was very good. Was very good, but we kept on being like, how is this still going? Like Chippy Tea? No, I don't really know what to get. I might just pick up some like little snacky bits from the shop on the way. But I'm flying over to Bristol today for the weekend. We're staying up by Cribs. No ooey for Dave. No, I can't imagine that they deliver to Cribs. But if you're... Are you going to Harbourfest? Because you could always treat yourself to an ooey for Harbourfest. If you wanted to see Longest Johns do their thing. I'm still umming and ahhing about going. I'm like balancing out my love of sea shanties for my dislike of crowds. Trying to see which one wins. And I've got quite a busy Saturday. So, I think maybe I should just have a restful Sunday. Look at you. Do they have a van or something? Because someone better warn them of the Brinky food truck cars. What, Ooey? Ooey are just, they're like a physical store. I think there's 3 Ooeys in Bristol, maybe? There might be 4. I think it's just 3. But yeah, physical store. Oh, schnuff. Oh, schnuff. I agree. The evil Ooey doesn't count. That's true. There's only 2 Ooeys in Bristol. Screw evil Ooey. You should join the good side. Basically, we had some friends visiting, and because they're so used to getting like the vegan ooey where all of the markings are green, like all of the logo and the lettering and stuff, and then we were in, where is it, Bedminster? I think we were off to the graffiti exhibition that they have, Upfest. What's Upfest? But the path took you past the ooey that serves meat as well as vegan stuff, and my friend just goes, is that evil ooey? Because like all of the branding is red. And I was like, yeah, that's evil ooey. I do find it quite weird when I see like ooey bags, but they're from the other one. Morgana, thank you very much for the follow. The staff will have evil goatees. Yeah. Even if they don't actually have them, they have to draw them on as part of the uniform. Hello. You a sleepy little guy? I think you are. I think that's okay, you know? I think you've earned the right to be sleepy. I think you have. I was also showing Trot the Finch app yesterday because I was like, oh, I got this little thing. It's like a Tamagotchi that takes care of you. And I was like, you get all these different things that you can add, or like different things that it tells you to do every day. And I showed him, and mine had order pee pads, and I was like, it doesn't normally tell you that one. That's one I've added on just for today. It's not like one of the daily quests that they're just like, buy this. You're like, okay. The little bird told me to do it. But I didn't get around to doing it yesterday, did I, Gerry? I need to order those today. And then the bird will go, tell me I've done good. Yes, I'm pissing myself this week. No, they're for the bunnies. Not for me. Because some bunnies like to wee next to the litter tray for no reason. Isn't that true, baby boy? Don't know why. But I've just had to come to accept it. At some point, I need to get round to doing the big room changeover, which I'm not looking forward to. But it has to be done. I've had that big pile of carpet sat around for ages. But it's one of those things that, well, first I got ill, and then secondly it was too warm to keep the big room changed. Yeah, I've got new carpet for the bunny's room, so I'm going to completely empty it and put the new carpet in, because it'll be a bit softer for arthritic bones, won't it, baby boy? But the problem is I need to put the bunnies in the kitchen for the day whilst I do it, and it's been so warm and our kitchen doesn't have any blinds or anything, so there's no way to keep it cool. So now it's cooled down a bit, I can pop you in there for the day and not worry. But like I said, I'm just blooming busy for ages. It's a busy weekend, but hopefully next week I can find a day, take a day off and get it all done, if the weather isn't going to warm up again for a bit. What says you to that, Gerry boy? Really? You gonna do a flop? You're just gonna do a squish? My hair is dripping onto my hand. So soggy. What are you thinking? Oh, you snotty. Come here. It's like, mother, no. Look at that grumpy boy. Oh, baby boy. Do you not want it there? You didn't enjoy that, no. I still didn't get it, but I will. I will. Their noses are very sensitive. You do have to be very careful when poking around there. Don't you, little guy? I realised I'm like super behind on moving my Twitch VODs over to YouTube. I sort of did the main bit of it, and then sorry, I've made you worse. And then I got distracted. Well, once I'd done it, I was just like, well, I don't need to do anymore because I've finished. And I was like, wait, no, I keep on streaming. And I've just made more content in that time. Sorry, baby boy. Okay, I've got it now. Please do forgive. There we go. There we go. And also, it turns out that some of the VODs just didn't, like, didn't go over. So I had a comment on one of the Playtop VODs that was like, why does this end so abruptly? And it's just like, just Twitch things being bad at exporting, and it must have just all of a sudden decided to stop. And it's like, why? Why? What's the bunny's name? This is Gerry. And Ffion is, oh, you can just see her through that little gap. She's over there. But they're sedating my boy. Local anesthetic wasn't enough to find the problem. Oh no. I hope they'll be okay. I'm sure they're in very good hands. There you go. Tucking himself out. I think it's a sneaky grass pod. It should be okay. I met what are they called? I think they're called Jazz. I met a doggo in the park the other day, and made such a like squee noise at seeing them that their dad brought them over, and I got to just give them some scritches, and they had like a little bandaged paw, and he said that they'd got a grass seed stuck in their paw. And luckily managed to get it out. But grass seeds seem to be absolute buggers for floofs. Like poor Sammy with the one in the eye. The cerebral foxtail ones. Oh, I'm not sure what type. But I guess they are designed to like stick to things, aren't they? So that they can be, you know, dispersed. But morning, Carradine. Joined to a lovely Gerry flop. Yeah. Charlie got those off his snoot once. I was very worried. Oh no. Morning, Darius. Oh, and good morning, Ripstart as well. I think I missed that. Sorry. Good morning. What was I saying? What was I gonna say? I forgot. My mind has wandered. Something. Sleep G. Was I talking about Finch? I don't remember. I am enjoying Finch so far, though. We'll be picking him up in the evening. Probably be very sleepy. My brother's cat ate a whole spool of wedding ribbon once. What? Oh, geez. Honestly, working at a vet, the things that you see, mostly dogs, to be honest, having eaten, is, you're just there like, why? Why would, like, what about it possessed you to do this? Because you could understand when it was like, you know, dogs had eaten chocolate, and it's like, well, obviously they don't know they're not supposed to, but they thought, tasty thing, I'm going to eat this. But then you just have things like bags of nails and t-shirts and like other white items. I was going to say sanitary items. And you're just like, why? Like, why have you decided to do this? My dog managed to eat wedding cake once. Spent 2 days cleaning up green and blue vomit. Oh no. It's like one of my friends, her dog pushed a jar of mincemeat, like mince pie filling, off the counter, and then just ate it, glass and all. And then obviously, because mincemeat is raisins, had to go to the vet to have, and they were like, but if we bring it up, will the glass just have gone both ways? Like, what do you do? It's just, dear oh dear. When I was growing up, our Labrador, when she would always be in line to the cat's litter, try some treats. Oh no. Oh no. Homemade. Which is worse, glass or raisins? I mean, yeah, glass can do more immediate damage. Whereas, I mean, I guess, is it easier to deal with like toxic shock of raisins than it is to do with lacerations from glass? It would be my guess. But either way, not good. Not good. You'd always have things as well, like when we had dogs that would come in because they'd eaten like chocolate brownies and obviously had to bring it up because of chocolate, and the ones that they brought up first would always be like a lot more whole because they'd got to the you could obviously see the scenario where the owner has walked in and been like, what are you doing? Stop! And the dog has just inhaled the last few. Whereas the first ones might have been savoured a bit more. The final ones were practically just whole brownies because they'd just be like, but yeah. Dear oh dear. But it's, I mean, thankfully, so it's a cake with the candle still lit, yeah. Thankfully, touch wood with the bunnies. I mean, they've eaten a few things they're not supposed to, but you just sort of see how they do over the next couple days, and thankfully they've always been okay. Despite, I mean, Fifi has tested the limits of her stomach, I feel. There was one, like, she was eating part of a succulent, which was obviously not good for bunnies, and I didn't realise for like a few days because it was up on a shelf and I didn't even realise she could get onto that shelf. And then by that point I was just like, well, I guess she's okay because it's been a while, so. And she'd just eat the wall and stuff. A funny little thing. One of mine would eat a nibble of a leaf and go into stasis. The other, I think, could probably eat a whole cactus without blinking. It seems to be the way. Bunnies are just like built. Some of them are just built different. I think, like with Rexes, you either get Rexes who have very sensitive stomachs or they have iron stomachs. And luckily, touch wood. I mean, then again, Fifi has had stasis more than Gerry, but I think their fur makes them a bit more prone to going into it. Because it clags up in their tummies. Because it's so dense. But yeah. Yay, 2 bunnies now. Good, the bunnies. Oh, thank you for the bits. Happy buns. Any chance of cuddles between these two? Or is Fifi in pickle mode? I can feel my tummy wanting to do a rumble. I've had a really rumbly tummy recently. I don't know why. I feel like I've not been eating any less. But just, I was having my therapy session on Tuesday and it was just rumbling the entire time. And she would just be like, oh, so when this happened, like, how did that make you feel? And it would just be like, I was like, hungry. Hungry, I guess. Everything makes me hungry. Not in like a tummy upset way, but just like I'm constantly like a little bit hungry. So I don't know why, I'm just having a hungry week. Yeah, breakfast too late. Yeah. Oh, A baby boy. Oh my goodness. So I plaited my hair so that it would not get everywhere. But it just means all of the water is slowly condensing into like a little drippy tip. And every now and then it's just dribbling on me. Maybe need a bit more energy to deal with the heat. Maybe. Yeah, I think that's true actually. The heat does make me eat a lot less. So maybe I have been eating less, but I've not been thinking about it because it's not like I've been like, I'm hungry, I should eat. Until I'm in public. Ugh. I need breakfast before I go to work, otherwise I get grumbles. I find that if I eat breakfast, I'm more hungry throughout the rest of the day than if I wait till lunch. But I have been having breakfast recently, so maybe that's it. It's because I bought a loaf of sourdough and I was like, I gotta eat this. It's gotta be done. So maybe that's why I've been stretching my tummy too much. Plaited is pronounced plaited, not plated. Yeah. Plaited or braided, I guess. I used to be a breakfast skipper, now I can't survive since having breakfast again. I mean, I'll occasionally have it. I found that I got into a habit of when I've not had editing work to do, I'll finish bun streams and then I'll have toast and a cup of tea after bun streams. And then Fifi, do I want to know what you're doing back there? Have you found something? I don't know. Because like I've not I've not really got anything better to do. Well, I do, but I've started procrastinating a lot, which is one of the things that I would like to fix with Finch, is to get out of bad procrastination habits and become more because there's like so many projects I want to get done, but I don't really. I think I have the fear of the blank page with them a bit at the moment, because I'm like, at the moment they're like Schrodinger's projects that they can they could either turn out really good or really bad, whereas as soon as you start them, what if it becomes a definite bad? So I think I've got I've been putting them off, but I am doing one of them on Saturday. So that'll be a good start. And I've got Grammy coming down to make sure I do. So I will be held accountable. But yeah, I'm going to try and fill in time next week with being productive with things. Starting is the hardest part. It's like writing your name in the beginning of a notebook. It's that worrying that you're going to mess it up, but part of life. Just gotta do or do not. There is no try, I guess. So I just have to do. I don't think that's true, because you do try to do things. I don't think Yoda was right with that one. Maybe he was wise in other ways. But yeah. Do bunnies do belly rubs? Not really. Even just the word belly rubs, he's like, no. I will hide the belly. Some bunnies do. Gerry, has your leg gone to sleep? Hi. Sometimes he'll let me get to it, but it's more of a he'll tolerate it than he'll enjoy it sort of thing. It's a message about not bothering at all if you don't believe in it to begin with. That's true. I've taken it out of context. Hello. I know you're excited because I've moved. She's determined that there's something for her to find around here, I feel. She's really snaffling. Snimful snaffling? Which project are you most excited about, if you can say? There's... I mean, one of the things I would like to do, I would like to start planning now for a fundraiser that I want to do in September. So I guess I'm most excited for that because I would like to do one for Gerry's birthday. That's you! That was your name! And it's not till September, but there's something that it's turning 2, I hear. Is that true? You planning on being 2 again this year? But yeah, I'm hoping that I'm still trying to decide exactly what form it'll take. But there's other things that I want to do before then. I really do want to start doing clip videos again. And I know that sounds like a stupid thing to be excited about. But I would like to start doing them again. And so yeah, getting back into that would be nice. Because I think it's been a year since I last posted one. So maybe now is a good time to jump back in. I could do like a mega video that is the last year and then get back to it. I've also been like seeing like a lot of people are really good at making vertical media of their streams, which I've never really been into, but I think people... Jack, hello, good morning. How are you doing? How's it going? Good morning, Shadow. I think you have quite a few peak moments in there, yeah. It's just, I think I've been thinking about it because Rafi's been making a few, and also Ped has been making a few of like peak things. And I've just been thinking, should I give it a go? I think it's difficult. I think it is difficult to not pick out things. You have one paw upon the pod. A new hand touches the ice pod. Yeah, it's difficult to do things when you know the context that will be okay for someone who doesn't know the context, if that makes sense. I'm good, definitely not distracting myself from work. Well, that's good. Good morning, Dunk. Shiny clip badge? Oh, yeah. I thought you were going to fall over again. I'm sorry. I was just moving forward to catch you. If you did. Just in case. Just in case. Little guy. Apparently you shouldn't upload clips directly from Twitch to YouTube because the algorithm hates that. Yeah. I was thinking more just something like Instagram. Or even actually using my bloomin' TikTok that I abandon for 11 months of the year. I'll do like one TikTok every day in January, and then for the rest of the year I'm just like, eh. Apart from last year, I did put out a single one on Halloween, I think. I'd forgotten about that, but yeah, pretty much it's just every day in January. Though I was thinking I might do Veganuary different next year and not do a day, a recipe a day, and try something else, which is another project I've been thinking about. Look at this. Look at this little guy. Seems too addicting and I'm already addicted to much of the internet. Yeah. Scrolling is too easy to do. It is dangerous. It's like I've had times where I've been reading a book and there's been a word in it that I don't know. And I'd be like, I'll just quickly like Google that word, and then I'll Google the word, and then 20 minutes later I'll be scrolling through Instagram like, wait, wasn't I doing something? I'm like, I'd look across and see my book and be like, oh yeah, you. It's just such a difficult habit to break. It's so easy to just go into to return to mush mode. Tea. I was looking at my brother's address and I was playing Pokemon Pocket. Yeah, it gets you. It just traps you in there. Have you written down these projects so they're official? Some of them, others no. I try and ask Alexa things like that and said, yeah, I do try and get into that habit. Alex keeps on saying this is a reason why I should get a Kindle, because he's like, if you had a Kindle, you could just tap on the word and it tells you what it means. And I'm just like, it's true, but I like my feely books. I like the nice feeling of feely books. And also we have 2 bookshelves that need filling, so I'm doing a service. But maybe I should become a Kindle person. But then what would I do? Because I like going into Waterstones and buying new books. So I don't know. Maybe I'll consider getting one after I've filled up our bookshelves. You can do screen timers on apps to lock yourself out. Maybe I should do that. I've already turned off notifications on everything so that I don't get suckered in that way. So I know that if I go onto Instagram, it's me doing it. It's not, I've not been lured in. I've fully walked into it myself. Does that make it better? Good morning, Sienna. How are you doing? I hope you are no stresso, no stresso, no need to be depressed. Oh, I'm still obsessed with that song. Keep all the bad apps off my phone home screen. Yeah, my home screen is literally just picture of Bunny with the clock at the top. And then I have to purposefully open up apps and such to find them. I've not done Duolingo in so long as well, you know. It's got to the point where instead of counting how long my streak was, Duo just tells me, it's been 21 days since you ghosted me. And I'm just like, oh, I'm sorry. Rob, thank you for gifting us up to Sienna. That's very kind of you. Duo's been telling me to bug you. I do need to get back on it. I think there was just one day where I couldn't do it. Do you know what? I got the feeling, actually, I got really excited the other day because I was playing GeoGuessr and there's this castle that Duolingo is always telling me to talk about, and it's always saying I really want to visit there. And then we were doing GeoGuessr and there was this castle and I was just like, what is this castle? I was like, I think I recognize it. And then it turned out it's the castle that Duo told me about. And I was like, wish I had known where it was in Germany, but but now I do. I just put vaguely south of Nuremberg, but I was like, I don't know. I do not know. Sienna, no. I hope you feel better soon. Life may give you lemons when dancing with the demons. No stresso. It's such a good song. There was also one bit which I'm waiting for it when the video comes out for me to be told off, because I saw it and it turned out like it was like a landmarks map that we were doing. And immediately everyone was like, oh, okay, I know this one. And I was just like, the Arc de Triomphe. And then the more I looked at it, I was like, this isn't Paris. It turned out it was something in Berlin. I was just like, I've actually just never seen this before. And everyone was like, yeah, it's in Civ. That's why we all know it. I was like, oh, okay. Oh. I don't know where things are. Brandenburg Gate sounds familiar, so I think maybe yes. But I saw like a vague arc. Was like, oh yeah, I know that one. And then the more I looked at it, I was like, I don't know this one. And everyone is so sure. But yeah. I saw it last year. Oh, nice. I don't really know. I'm really bad at geography. And a lot of it is like when people kept on being like, oh, I found a website and it ends in this, so I know where it is. And I've never seen a website in my life. We're playing GeoGuessr. It does not look like the Arc de Triomphe at all, other than the fact it is vaguely the same colour-ish, but there's no similarity whatsoever. I think it was just one of those things that I just saw it and was like, I know this. I do not know this. It is similarly made of stone. You can give me that. Bunnies. Jack, I kept wanting to say the other day, but I wasn't sure if you get it all the time. But your voice reminds me so much of Brett Goldstein, and I couldn't unhear it. I heard it with the first word, and then I never stopped hearing it. But I don't know if you get told that all the time. So sorry if you do. But it's true. Look at this. Baby boy, would you like your treat? I don't get that all the time, but I'll absolutely take it. Okay, that's good. Okay, you have your little scritch, and then I will give you your food. Is that the guy who sounds like Danny Dyer on Ted Lasso? Yeah, Roy Kent, who I've worked with. I worked with that guy on a short film. He was very lovely from what I remember. My friend and I desperately want a Roy Kent talking doll. What? You just voice it yourself. Simple as. If short film, why no tall film? He has a podcast I can listen to. What? Go build a bear and get the voice box thing. Yeah, just record it. Perfect. Oh, he's still going. I realise I need to catch the bus like immediately after stream, so I should make sure I'm on time. Anything take your fancy today, sir. Hello. Hello, little one. Oh, bye-bye, handsome. Enjoy your nibbles too. Oh my gosh, Tummy, stop it. I should start having a snack at the same time as the bunnies. get any further away. Wait, if I go back here. Here you go. Yeah. Are you not in a rocket mood today? Oh, there you go. You can be persuaded. Ooh. There we go. Good treat, bunnies. There's lots of teeny tiny broccoli bits around now. Broccoli? If I tried to take some of the bunnies' food and eat it, I don't think they would actually mind. I think because bunnies are social eaters, I think they would just sort of be like, oh, okay. As long as I didn't like give them a single treat and then take it away. I think if it was like communal food like that, that'd be fine. But yeah, but yes. Well, I guess it is time for me to run away because I got to get the boss. But I hope you all have very lovely days. Wait, Hansan left. Is Rob still around? Or Sienna? Rob! Oh, Sienna's not feeling well. He shouldn't be made to work. The Zoom has barely been 10 minutes. Hello, Rob. Can you send the lovely buns away somewhere, please? So I can run away. I don't think I'll have time for breakfast today. Is there anything I can quickly have? Don't get caught in the rain. Wait, Alexa, will it rain today?
Rain is expected around 12:45 p.m.
Rain is expected at 12:45. Hopefully I'll be indoors at that point. Shall we go to... We can go to Sahana. He didn't have a haircut, no. I think he might be looking a little bit like... You can see that he's fluffy on his bum at the moment because that's just where his molt line is. But he's just... He fights the blanket sometimes. I think he's just trying to get it where he wants it. But I don't understand how he wants it. Well, everyone, I hope you have a very lovely rest of your day. I'll see some of you at 2 for peak on, which will be on Yogscast, not on my channel. But yeah, morning, lazy bird. I will speak to you soon. Take care, everyone. Bye bye for now. Bye bye. A boop.